I, Shailu, am the director and founder of Vedic Heritage Center, Singapore. It is in technical collaboration with the Ayurvedic Trust, Coimbatore, India. So very happy to be talking about Ayurvedic nutrition to lead a healthy lifestyle. It's a vast topic and it's very difficult to concise it, put it into a capsule size format for all of us to digest. In today's world where we love pills and capsules, I've tried to do my best, put it into a small edible format, palatable, digestible, so that you can start applying it in your day-to-day lives from today. So here I go. Ayurveda is a vast ocean of knowledge. In today's world where we love acronyms, what I've done is take an acronym and then talk about it. So 3 things that I picked for today, and I call it AAA. Yes, we're familiar with the AAA battery. It's exactly what I'm doing. A, and A. If you charge this battery, you are already on the road to leading a healthy life. So what is in my 3 A's? Very 3 important concepts in Ayurveda. 1 is Agni, 2 is Ahara, and 3rd is Ama. Agni, Ahara, and Ama. So I call them the AAA because talking about nutrition is incomplete if I don't touch on these 3 topics. To begin with, Agni. What is Agni? Agni, yes, in Sanskrit means fire. Fire is there in our body. There are many kinds, but what we are talking about today is the digestive fire, which is Agni. And digestive fire is what gives us the digestive enzymes, the acids, the juices that help us break down the food that we eat. So the first thing you need to do is take care of this digestive fire that all of us have in us, right? We always say, or the saying goes, you are what you eat. But not enough. I would say you are what you digest. So 3 things to look after your Agni. Again, write it down. 3 important things. Don't dampen your Agni to weaken it. Don't overload it. And don't overuse it. So what did I say? Don't dampen it. Don't overload. And don't overuse it. What do I mean by these 3? Because you must keep this fire burning at all times. We have this song that says, give me oil in my lamp, keep it burning, burning. Same thing, keep it burning. We call it Jataragni. How do I do this? So, all of us know that the body works well at 37 degrees centigrade. All our enzymes are happy then. But what do we do exactly at the time of lunch? We open the refrigerator, drink a cup of cold, ice cold water. And there goes the power of the Agni. It is dampened. It becomes weaker. Its capacity to digest well is reduced. So sip warm water. Cold food once in a while is okay, but just before you eat is definitely a no-go. So that's what I meant by don't dampen your Agni. Number 2, don't overload it. What is overloading? Just like you have fire in your barbecue pit. You know how to place the firewood, making sure there is air that enters. It's the same concept. Don't overload ourselves. Why do we unnecessarily overeat? We go for these big buffets and enjoy all the food that is there. Even if we are full, we eat until this. Ayurveda says, eat half full. Leave some space for air and water so that there is proper digestion. And if there is no proper digestion or only 50% is digested, the rest gets converted into toxin, which we will be talking about very soon. We don't call it digestion anymore, it becomes fermentation. So eat half full, don't overload it and don't kill the fire by overloading it. 3rd one, which is don't overuse. Overuse means give it a break. That is why we eat when we are hungry. Eat in the morning, eat in the afternoon, eat at night, and that we say eat like a king in the morning, as a prince in the afternoon, as a pauper at night. it is very true. Give it breaks. Don't keep snacking throughout the day. You're working it very hard, the Agni. You overload it. We put all the pastas and pizzas and whatnot into ourselves. You're already overloading it. And now you imagine it's working so hard to digest it. And in between, we keep eating and eating. Where is the rest? It's just like any other motor vehicle. You're overusing it. So give it break, especially at night. Okay? Eat before sunset and give your digestive system a break so that it repairs itself and rejuvenates itself. Right? So don't overuse, don't overload, don't dampen it. That takes care of your Agni. And for some reason, you might ask me, how do I know if my Agni is burning bright or not? I don't have a microscope to look into myself. The best is your body will tell you. Once you eat and you feel bloated, you know there is a lot of wind being formed, you just don't feel light. That's a signal that your digestive power is weak. Or you're not digesting well, you have diarrhea, you have constipation, whatever. You know it, the body tells you. See a doctor, sort it out. If your digestive system is weak, your Agni is weak, there are medicines, there are simple herbs like the long pepper, which we call tipali, black pepper, dry ginger comes as a formulation called trikatu. You can have that or see the doctor. First thing, sort out your Agni. Otherwise, even if you have nutritious food, it is not going to help. You are not what you eat, you are what you digest. Okay, number 1A. The second one is Ahara. Ahara is not equal to food as we see in our dictionaries. It is much beyond that. Ayurveda talks in depth. We can talk for hours and days about Ayurvedic nutrition. But for today, I'll give you a very important concept that many of us don't even know. Because in school, all that we learn is the pyramid, the food pyramid. So balanced diet is what Ayurveda is talking about. Have a balanced diet. And balanced diet is not just having a portion of carbohydrate, protein, minerals, vitamins. No. We talk of 6 tastes in your food. Ensure you have all the 6 tastes in your plate for a complete balanced diet. Wholesome, fresh food. Now, what are these 6 tastes? If we've not heard of it, they are sweet, sour, salty, pungent, bitter, astringent. All this should be in your plate each time you have a meal. And there are different foods that actually cater to these 6 tastes. If you Google it or you attend some of my next sessions, you would actually know in depth what are these 6 tastes or where do they come from. Now, these are eaten not just having 6 in your plate, but based on your constitution. Now, the next question to me will be, what is my constitution? How do I know what is my constitution? As per Ayurveda, all of us have 5 elements of earth in us. And this is common in nature in animals, plants and us. That is fire, water, earth, air and space. There are 5 elements of earth, and these 5 elements are brought together in 3 energies that we call doshas, vata, pitta and kapha. And these 3 are in ourselves in a unique proportion in each one of us. And all of us are different because of this unique proportion that is forming us. And this happens, it's called Prakriti. It is upon your conception. When we are conceived, we come with this constitution. If you maintain this in balance, based on what you eat, your nutrition, based on these 6 tastes, for example, if I am Pitta predominant, Pitta means a lot of fire in me. I try to avoid spicy food. Why? Because spicy or pungent, that I said, the pungent taste. The more pungent food I have, my Pitta tends to go out of balance. And when it goes out of balance, it affects my balance, my Agni, digestion, toxin buildup, and finally disorder. So you eat a balanced diet, make sure the 6 tastes are in your plate and based on your constitution. If you don't know your constitution, like I said, do an online test. There are a lot of quizzes there. check with the doctor. Feel free to speak to my doctors, omvedicheritage.com.sg, and they'll tell you what is your constitution, right? And after you have your balanced diet, wholesome, fresh food, you still feel something is not right, or for some reason we have already accumulated toxins, we have to look into that as well. So now in the second topic of Ahara, I said what you should eat, right? The 6 tastes based on your constitution. Ayurveda also tells us how to eat and when to eat. So like I said, when is very important, your morning, afternoon and your night meals. So morning is light. Have your heaviest meals when the sun is bright and shining out there, because that fire will aid the fire inside you to digest better. So the key is ensure you're digesting what you eat. Even you eat little or a lot, ensure that it digests. So eat, put a routine in place and follow that. So when to eat is important. No heavy meals at night. I repeated that 2 or 3 times because we Indians love to have dinner at 9, 9:30, 10. Definitely a no-go, right? So when to eat and how to eat, right? So like I said, Ayurveda even tells us how to eat, how to empty your bladder, your bowels, then sit in front of your food, respect the food that you're eating. Don't watch TV, don't read your messages, WhatsApp while you're eating. Give it complete concentration so that you're getting in all the nutrition. It even says the person who's cooking food for you should be full of positivity, not having negative feelings, not fighting with you and then cooking and serving it to you. That also affects the nutrition, right? So, Ahara spoke about what to eat, how to eat, and when to eat. Now, the third one, which is what I've been talking about, for whatever reason, our Agni is not good, not taken care of. The Ahara we've eaten is not good, not wholesome, all processed food, refrigerated food, right? Toxin buildup happens. That is when the food is not digested, it is fermented, toxin builds up, then we call that toxin Ama in Ayurveda. Ama is not good because that is what blocks the channels in our body. That is the one that actually prevents any circulation of the Vata, Pitta, Kapha in the body. Your cell-to-cell communication is affected, the cell intelligence is lost. And finally, if you still don't remove the toxins that are built up in your body, toxins can also be given to us from the environment. For example, radiation, radioactive material, X-rays, pollution, air pollution, water pollution, not just our digestion. So for whatever reason, ama or toxin builds up in the body, it's our duty to listen to our body and remove it. Now you might ask me, how do I know that ama is building up? The best signal is yourself. The best monitor is yourself. If you are feeling energetic from the time you get up, whether it is 4:30 in the morning and you sleep at 11:30 and you feel bright and energetic, that's a signal that you are healthy. Things are digesting well. You're getting all the energy. Ojas, that we call it, is that subtle essence that you get from everything, from your Agni working well, from your tissues doing well. So that subtle essence, which we call ojas, is seen in you. You're highly energetic. Everything is in balance. Your immune system is strong. But if it's the other way around, you get up feeling heavy. You just don't feel like working. You feel very tired. Very easily things tire you. You can't even walk for a while, right? That itself shows that there is toxin buildup. Of course, your digestion is bad. You've got diarrhea. You've got constipation. You've got disorders. Definitely we have toxin buildup. So what do I do? How do I remove the toxin? So just having Ayurvedic nutritious food doesn't help if we have not cleared the toxins in us. Just like we clear the oil in the car, the engines are clean. Remove, cleanse your body regularly. How do you cleanse your body regularly? There are herbs like Triphala, 3 herbs. We call it Triphala, Amlaki, Vibhitaki, Haritaki, 3 of them wonder herbs. You can take this on a long-term basis because it's a mild laxative, very safe, and regularly detox ourselves, especially it's a festive season. It's Deepavali or it's Chinese New Year or whatever, and we are just eating too much of food, too much of sweet, too much of oily stuff. Regularly detox. And the other important way to detox is doing regular body massages, abhyangam or oleation. People think massages are just for pleasure or just for us to have our skin kept very moist. Not really. Abhyangam has a lot of benefits. It not only removes toxin, it even helps your Agni. Your Agni is made stronger. So Abhyangam has a lot of benefits. You could do it on your own at home. Oleation just doesn't stop with applying oil on your skin. We apply oil in the ears, in the nostrils, so on and so forth. So start detoxifying on a regular basis, be it through medicines or be it through these oleation, right? And finally, if you still think, my God, I just think I'm no good, I've ended up with disorders, I have skin problems, I have digestive issues, I have insomnia, whatever, then this is not going to help. Just having Triphala or doing Abhyangam won't help. That's when we see the doctor. We even go for a more intense detox called Panchakarma, right? Panchakarma actually removes the deeper seated toxins in us. It's a long process where the doctors actually go through it with you, customize it based on your problem, right? So that is the way we remove ama. Now you remove your ama, cleanse yourself, your Agni is burning bright. Now you have your nutritious food, balanced diet with the 6 tastes in it based on your constitution. Definitely that nutrition will help you. Otherwise, no matter what I tell you to eat or you read on Google and then decide, oh, greens are healthy, this is healthy, it may not be. It's a piecemeal solution. So go take it in a holistic manner. Ayurveda always gives it to us in a holistic approach. Same thing. It will be incomplete if I don't talk about lifestyle. So even though I have said the AAA battery, all the 3 charged up now, Agni, Ahara, Ama, charged up to look after yourself, boost up your immune system. But what we tend to forget is lifestyle. You might be doing all this, but if you lead a bad lifestyle, you don't even wake up on time and the whole day is not taken care of, also we fall back. Now, you might ask me, how do I do that? Because lifestyle has so many things. Again, in a nutshell, I would say Ayurveda actually prescribes Dinacharya, which is your daily routine, and Ritucharya, which is seasonal routines for us. It's a lot in there. What do I start with? Okay, because I've never ever tried all this. Where do I begin? How do I do this? I would say sort out your early morning hours and sort out your late evening hours. And you're 80% ready to go. So what is my early morning hours? First thing is set your biological clock with the Ayurvedic clock. We have times of Vata, Pitta and Kapha during the day. So the best thing is get up early in the morning before sunrise, because that's the best time to do your yoga, meditation, and then after that followed by light exercises and food and so on. Of course, in Dinacharya, we also prescribe things like oil pulling, oleation, and so on. But today, since the topic is on nutrition, Ayurvedic nutrition to lead a healthy lifestyle, and in a nutshell, you have to practice at least this, because routine of eating, your morning practices and your evening routine is very important to keep your digestive system burning and healthy, so that we at least start fine-tuning it bit by bit. And this is the best time. We are all stuck at home, grounded due to COVID. Sort out our life, at least starting with a AAA. Agni, I'm repeating it, I think 4th or 5th time. Agni, Ahara, Ama. These 3 things. And of course, once you do this, we can start going in deeper, looking at what food is good for me, what is right and what should I not eat, things like that. Okay. So with this, I would love to end my talk.